Hi, I'm Benny Nodia. You know, as men, our sexuality is a big part of who we are. And the way that you relate to your body and how you experience sex has a massive impact on your general sense of well-being. But where do you go when things aren't working that well in the bedroom? Because it's such a sensitive issue, a lot of men just pretend the issue doesn't exist, or they hope that somehow miraculously it'll disappear all by itself, which rarely happens. And that's why I created the Passion Project for Men. If you go to ThePassionProjectforMen.com, you'll find a lot of information and a lot of free resources on it. I created a 17-chapter foundation course, which is specifically designed to help you get in better relationship and feel better about your body, your sexuality, and ultimately yourself. Now, each of these 17 chapters come with web content, downloadable as PDF file. It comes also as a downloadable MP3 if you prefer the audio version. And each and every chapter comes with a tapping video clip and tapping download MP3. And that's what you're about to see. Now, every chapter, the tapping routine is designed to help you work through the specific topic of that chapter. So watch the tapping clip, but before you do, it's really important you understand that this tapping, as simple and as silly as it looks, it has the power to transform your life beyond your wildest dreams. So only do the tapping if you really want life to be better. So second tapping round for chapter 3 goes like this on the side of your hand. Even though I still feel some shame, I just don't feel okay the way I am. And I'm so scared people will find out. I deeply and completely love and accept myself anyway. Even though I still feel ashamed of who I am and how I am, I'm just not quite right. I love and accept myself anyway. And I'd like to be open to a new idea. So even though I feel ashamed of who I am, I'd like to love and accept myself anyway. And forgive myself for believing this for all this time. Because the real truth is, I deserve love, happiness, and success. Just like everyone on the planet. Top of the head, no, I'm just not good enough. Top of the eyebrows, all this belief and feeling, there's something wrong with me. Side of the eyes, they said I should be ashamed of myself. Under the eyes, maybe they said it with words. Under the nose, or maybe they said it with their actions. On the chin point, or maybe they said it by withholding love. Collarbone point, either way, I got the message. Under the breast, that I should be ashamed of myself. Under the arm, that was a long time ago. Top of the head, but I still feel ashamed. Top of the eyebrows, and it affects my whole life. Side of the eye, especially my sex life. Under the eyes, isn't it time for me to let this go now? Under the nose, what if it was okay for me to let it go? On the chin, I deserve to be over this now. On the collarbone point, I'd like to be over this now. Under the breast, I choose to be over this now. Under the arm, all the reasons why I cannot let this go now. Top of the head, I feel ashamed because... Now when I have these open-ended sentences like because, I'm not going to fill them in for you. If something comes up consciously, keep tapping on the top of your head. If an answer comes into your mind, it's okay to say it. If nothing comes up, that's okay too. Your unconscious mind will fill out all the blanks and just release it as you tap. So top of the eyebrows, and I feel ashamed because of that. side of the eyes, and I'm so ashamed of that. Under the eyes, and I'm so deeply ashamed of that. Under the nose, and I'm ashamed because. On the chin point, and I'm ashamed because. On the collarbone point, and I'm especially ashamed because. Under the breast, and that reminds me of. Under the arm, and that makes me feel. Top of the head, all this remaining shame because of this. Top of the eyebrows, all this remaining shame because of that. Side of the eyes, all this remaining shame. Under the eyes, I've had this for long enough now. Under the nose, it was never mine to carry in the first place. On the chin point, people who are happy in themselves. Collarbone point, don't shame other people. Under the breast, they just passed it on to me. Under the arms, because they didn't know what else to do. Top of the head, and that was then. Top of the eyebrows, taking back the power I gave them. Side of the eyes, I choose to know that I'm okay. Under the eyes, I release and let go the shame. Under the nose, the shame isn't helping me. On the chin point, it's keeping me stuck in the past. Collarbone point, and it let me create the same thing again and again. Under the breast, I choose to release and let it go. Under the arm, if I release all this shame now, top of the head, and I really miss that feeling, top of the eyebrows, I can always take it back. Side of the eyes, I've had enough practice feeling ashamed. Under the eyes, I'd like to release and let it go. Under the nose, I no longer need this shame. On the chin point, to be safe. Collarbone point, people don't like me because I feel ashamed. Under the breast, people like and love me despite me feeling ashamed. Under the arm, it's not very attractive. Top of the head, release and let go of all this shame. Top of the eyebrows, all this remaining shame. Side of the eyes, I choose to release and let it go. Under the eyes, I ask my body, under the nose, to safely and gently release and let it go. On the chin point, I give my body permission to let it go. On the chest, I give myself permission to let it go now. Under the breast, all the remaining reasons for feeling ashamed of who I am. Under the arms, I release and let it go. Very good. Now take a deep breath in through the nose, blow it out through the mouth. Now check inside. With this tapping for shame, as with all the tapping for all the chapters, if anything seems incomplete to you, do the clips again. The more you do the tapping, the more it'll help you shift the old stuff that you just don't need anymore. And I'm talking about the stuff that's getting in the way of you having the sex life that you want and that you absolutely deserve. And shame kills passion. It's impossible to have a great sex life while you feel ashamed of your body or yourself. So in chapter 4, we're going to start taking a look at different types of shame. You can start clearing that up. Well, I hope you enjoyed this tapping clip. And remember, this is just one of the 9 free tapping clips that comprise the first 3 chapters of the foundation course. So if you haven't yet, why don't you visit www.ThePassionProjectforMen.com and sign up for the first free 3 chapters of the foundation course. It could just change your life.